Nigga. She's out of nigga mind. Well, who the hell gets a license and don't get a car that's a doctor or a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse's assistant or even a garbage man in the hospital? Even a janitor in the hospital has a car, correct?
I didn't put on his first name.
I mean, correct?
Yeah.
The janitor in the hospital, I'm saying, he got a car, right? Hey, I think my family all do drugs, right? How'd you with a nurse with no car and her building got a whole Rana corner, whatever they got going on? I tell you, niggas be real janky. They be getting $13,000 for taxes and go buy a key. Like, we be having 2 kids, nurses, and don't get nothing on tax time. And they don't save either and go get a house either, so I don't want to hear that. Should have had a mansion 5 taxes ago. I swear, people some real. I swear, a lot of people. They slow. They don't really get how slow they are.
Stakeholders shouldn't be your job.
My boy Shamari got a job and got a car, correct? Common sense. Nigga's not a retard.
And the whole team.
The red pill, that concept is just based off of truth. When they ask me the question,
they show you how different people value themselves. $50 million, and got a train ride. You know? You got a round trip.
I'm looking at across this table, and you're
right or wrong.
You spoke nothing but feelings.
Nigga showed us a picture of a cheap ass balcony, remember? Trying to flex on us. He said I'm on vacation. Nigga, on that balcony, bro, that shit this is small. We know you got the only you could look 1, 2. Yo, bro, no breathing room, bro? No, bro. You have to spend $1,200 or more in a hotel room per night, or it's not a good room. And you know it's not a good room. I'd rather see 2 fuckboys argue. Instead of fuckboy and like real bitch or fuckboy and real nigga. Yeah, both of y'all are fuckboys. Damn, you're a fuckboy. You can tell, right? This nigga, it's open. It's in his eyes. He's always crying.
To leave the marriage. Would you sign, and
I feel like he uses these arguments to argue against his wife.
You seem like a businessman. You're wearing a suit. Would you sign a contract that the other party is incentivized to break it? Brother, answer it, yes or no.
Brother,
don't give me
like you said, I am a businessman. A great businessman. And I understand that family is the first business. I'm speaking, brother.
I said to Losa, but Losa didn't get that shit. You gotta run your family like a business.
They're shaking their head over it.
He was like, no, you don't.
I'm speaking, brother.
Yeah.
Showing feminine traits again.
Again, he is. He keeps doing it.
Not once.
Cooley's getting mad.
Control the panties, please. Control the
panties. He said control the panties.
I'm about to get mad for the sweater and get a correction. Chill out, man. You silly.
Go ahead, Yada. Brother, again, family is the first business. If I'm stepping into a business and I don't think the business partner I'm with is beneficial to me, I will not do business with that person. Do you understand?
Huh?
I just told you. Family is the first business. I have to question. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is a contract. Brother, if my woman left me, she deserved more than half. That's my woman. Again, if I'm stepping into a relation based off fear, I have no business being in a relationship. Feminine traits. Control yourself.
Not feminine traits.
Control yourself.
Tell me, what is marriage is from a biblical perspective, right? So that means that let's just take it back. Let's just take it back even further than pre-modernity, right? So at the end of the day, marriage is a covenant between the man, the woman, and God. There weren't any contracts that was made to incentivize women to leave the man when marriage first came about. There wasn't anything like this. So I'm not against marriage. I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again. So what is true? Would you sign a contract that someone is incentivized?
You just said you're not talking about fear, but you keep on saying, oh, she can take half and she can leave you. Brother, hold on, brother. Hold on. No, you're giving your opinion.
But
Stop.
That is a fact.
Stop.
Please
Are you married?
refute my point.
Are you married?
Please refute.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Okay, so how can you speak on this, brother? You're not
Okay.
qualified to even open your mouth
I'm
right
not
now.
qualified.
You're not qualified to
Marriage-
open your mouth right now. You're not married.
Okay, so marriage is a relationship. So
Oh,
marriage is
here we
under
go.
the umbrella of a relationship.
Oh,
So
man.
therefore, since someone doesn't have a title, that doesn't even make no sense. That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy, which means that you can say that, well, bro, you don't have a certificate, so you can't speak on this. What are you speaking about? So, me and Tony, let's test your logic real quick. If someone is a mechanic and they have 15 years of experience, but they never got their certificate, 15 years of experience. The other person, they have 1 year of experience, but they got their certificate. Who do you think is better at fixing your car?
If I have
Who do you think is better at fixing your car? Answer the question. So what I'm telling you,
listen,
you
you're not making
committed a
sense.
logical
You're not
fallacy.
making sense
You
again.
committed a logical
The
fallacy.
feminine
It's like
traits are
telling-
showing again. Again.
Let's keep the.
You're gonna
Oh, what's up, Magic Dragon? You a magician, bro?
You're wrong.
Could I be one of your apprentices?
Consider there to be any benefit.
I know a little magic.
Being
I'm
married
magic.
in the covenant under
But not
the
like
church,
a
under
magician.
religion or God and stuff like that. Yeah, it's spiritual. It's many benefits as far as spiritual benefits, of course. But if we're speaking about it, if we take that part away and we're speaking about it just signing the contract, the only other benefit is some tax benefits. Other
Right.
than that, what benefit does a man get in a marriage that he already doesn't get in a relationship?
That's true.
Okay, bro. Now listen to me, brother.
That's true. No,
You
shut
said
up, bro.
this spiritual.
You
You
gonna
said
answer
this
that
spiritual.
question?
You said this. I'm not gonna answer the way you want me to, but I'm gonna answer.
Okay,
it. Thank you so much.
Got it.
You say the spiritual aspect. Take that away. You can't take it away.
Cool, he
When you're
getting-
doing
he getting
business
skinny, right, in the
at
face?
a high level, clearly this is
Yeah.
not
He
a
keeps sniffing
business.
the white
It's a
nostril. That's his
idea.
sniff nostril.
But when you're doing business
keep
at a high
tasting it.
level, the first thing the
Keeps
person
on-
asks you is, "Are you married? Come to dinner. Bring your wife." That validates how consistent a man can be,
That
how
establishes
trustworthy
when a man
Man
proposes
is.
to a
can
woman
be.
and has a wedding and
real
this and that
man
and
is going to
secures his
shack
wife,
up with a woman
then
and not
that
make
secures
sure
and
she's
establishes a
properly
man
taken care of
in the
if he
community that
passes
he's in.
away.
Not only that.
He's truly built a lot of wealth.
Establishes
And he's one
generationally,
woman,
shows that you
and
wanna be
he
a farmer,
dies.
planter,
Guess what's going to
see more
happen?
Yeah.
Guess who's going to get the wealth?
Of your right?
Not the
Yeah.
woman that he's been shacking up with.
Oh, that's a lie. You can do all of that
Oh,
without
here
signing
we-
a piece of
here
paper.
we
You
go.
can
Come
put
on,
someone
brother.
on your will. You can make a woman.
You know it's not
Don't
true.
worry. Listen, let me answer the question.
If-
So
if you leave that lady, she gets
What
nothing.
you just said is a lie. So there's, you
Yeah,
just
and
said
then
that,
they
well,
don't have to go through a probate
what's in it gonna,
process in court.
what is
If
the
you
wife
have
gonna
on your
benefit
will,
from
bro.
this marriage?
If you don't,
he
if you're
happens
not
to
married
die?
to that woman,
Well,
then,
he can
then
still
your,
put her
then
on
your,
the will. He can still make her
stuff doesn't
beneficiary.
automatically
He
go
can
to
do
her.
all of these things without actually
Then she
signing
has-
that
she has
paper.
to go to a probate
Also,
process
right,
in court
if he's
and
in
wait
a
for it.
relationship with a
For her,
woman, he
for
can
your
still
funds that you
protect
left
and
her to go to
provide
her.
for that woman.
Mhm.
If he loves that woman, he can still take a bullet for that woman.
And this
You're
is
looking
what I
at that
mean
title.
right here when I said this is not a business.
He keeps sniffing and tasting.
Write a will can be contested.
Niggas hate that I watch that shit.
Contested. You're not a man. You're not making no real money, so you don't understand. Listen to me for one moment. No, brother. I heard you say on a podcast you make over 6 figures a year. I make over 6 figures a month. We're two different types of men.
That's totally fine. You're
Come
still a
on,
Ninja Turtle.
next feminine traits.
That's
Feminine
not, you
traits.
started it all, bro.
Feminine traits.
I asked you, the crazy thing is,
Look at the
before we
demon.
started,
Look at
I
the
said,
demon
listen,
showing
bro,
his
do
face.
you want to make ad hominem attacks?
Come on,
If
look at
so,
me when
I
you're
will
speaking,
smoke
brother.
you.
Look at
I
me.
will
So
smoke
check it
you.
out. Let's try to keep it. Let's try to stay progressive here, fellas, because I want to make sure we can actually move through this. Because this is
Two different
actually
types of men.
a conversation. Because
Yeah.
Right.
Cody's not the
Yin and
only guy
yang.
I've heard say that. Right? There's
He
a
thinks
lot
he's a
of
good
men
man
that
too, though.
actually
He is,
believe
but
this
he's a
because
better man.
We've seen
This guy,
things
he is,
for
man.
men, for men on
Naturally,
many
bro.
occasions. And
Yeah,
there
like
is
if you
just
say
a
you love
lot
me, why you not
of
securing me?
discomfort and
He's a
You're
better
concern
living with me, you
building
giving me your
around
loyalty for
the
all these
union
years.
of marriage.
For what? If,
So,
if when you
I'm
something
curious about
happens to
this
you, God
because,
forbid, I'm,
you know, I
and
got
I'm not
a
left with nothing. I'm screwed.
Many of
So I
us,
spent my whole
this
life
is how life
for
is
what?
going to go. We don't agree
For
on
what?
ourselves.
Love is
It's just
supposed
kinda
to
what it
mean
Yeah.
something.
Love's
I know
supposed to
sometimes we
do
can
things
be
It's not supposed to
caught
say-
up in
Yeah,
protecting
meaning it
ourselves
means
as men,
something.
if
It comes
we
with a
have to.
kiss.
I mean,
Comes
we
with
have to think
comes
about
with
what
security. Comes
practically
with a,
makes sense
you know what I mean?
for us.
You don't have to.
But let's think about
Whatever
it,
happens, you need to be
someone
secure
chooses.
regardless. It comes with everything because you love that person.
Alright.
You like, yo,
How could
you like run. I'll stay here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like leave. Like people don't see it like that, babe. But I swear people don't see it like that. That's scary,
You
right?
have kids with this woman, and then you're not married to her, so they're not your heirs, basically.
But what does that remind you of? That reminds you of parents that pick and choose to relieve shit to. You understand? That's a marriage, right? Right or wrong? I came out your vagina, so that's a marriage. Nigga, I need half, you heard? I need half. If you got 10 kids, I need 10%. You got 6 kids, I need... Because you got an equal marriage between us. You see what I'm trying to say?
What are you talking about?
Parents that don't leave money for kids. I know millionaires, you can look it up right now. How many billionaires, trillionaires put their money back into the system? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? They had a choice to say leave it to their family or put it back into the system.
A lot.
When I got into the parks department, I understood a lot of shit. They told me, they said you could put people on this, or you could give it to us. You could put this right here and says it goes back to the parks department. You know how much niggas you think do that? Mad niggas. F my kids, F my baby mother. All, nah, niggas that didn't even get to see their kids.
Yeah, and it's just like, that's not their fault.
That's not their fault.
You know what, Carla? I'm not a big business owner.
That's not their fault. So basically, you didn't really love them as much as you thought you did. You understand? Because you said you loved them, it means when you can't see them, when you're alive, dead, that love still stands, you know? So that's like my mom leaving me 1% and leaving everybody else the other percent, you understand? She not holding up her end of our marriage. She don't love me. She's a piece of shit, hypothetically speaking, you know? Any nigga that don't want to marry no girl, that they nothing in, you a piece of weirdo.
If we were
like you nutting at, you nutting at, but you don't want to know where your cum is going, your seed, how it might spread, what might happen, who might raise that.
Is it a good idea?
You're disgusting.
Or do you think, Cooley, a woman can steal?
And even if you raise your kids, but you don't marry that lady, and you don't put her in the will, and the kids on your pension, then you're a piece of shit.
In a marriage without the legal documents, paperwork.
Because you could walk out the door and not come back. You feel me?
Yeah, she can be married in the
You could walk out that door.
Yeah,
That's totally fine. Why would you? The thing is, like, this whole thing as far as the legal situation, this is still new. You know what I mean? And the legal situation, it doesn't add up.
So that's what my father did as well. When he was showing me the $1 million thing or whatever. And when you get $1 million, bro, you heard? Say you was a bum, alright? A loser, okay? And you got $1 million fucking dollars, okay? You know that you would stay with your mother, and you know that you would get a job? You know that, right? Because you would be so fucking nervous to have that fucking $1 million, that you would not know what to do with a fucking $1 million. You would go work for the MTA, for the Jersey Transit, and you would get a car. You understand? And you know what the city would do? Continue doing her fucking job, and not get no fucking house. You understand? Because it's too much money. You understand? And it's gonna be too fucking obvious if 3 years after my father dies, Celia moves into a fucking mansion, right or wrong? If 4 fucking years, 5 years after my father dies, Celia moves into a fucking mansion. What if the rest of the siblings know? Okay, we will smell it, correct? Yeah. My nigga, my father literally looked at me and said, see, so the thing is that I put Shamari and Celia only, you know? Because they're my oldest kids and they will share with you. They will share. Crack, baby. He must have been, my grandmother must have smoked a little bit of coke. That's good South American Indian drugs for him to think that shit, right? Looked at him in his mouth and I said, no, nigga. No, nigga. We got the whole argument and I almost boomed him. I almost boomed my own father, nigga, because I was young and stupid. And he was telling me some stupid shit, you know? Talking about he left the money for Celia. And
Did you really put me back on the thing at your lodge?
huh?
Did you really put me back on?
I never took you off the fucking thing, baby. I was saying that because I was angry at you. Whatever decisions I make, it's for life, you know? I love you. Period, you know what I mean? Yeah? Yeah. What's my application is in? My application is in for me to call the fucking Grand Lodge, like, could you guys?
Don't do that though, because like.
Sorry about that. No, I'm sorry about that, baby. No, I'm sorry. No, once I put in my application, the first time I told you, hey, baby, I'm signing my application, I'll sign my application, that's it. I would have to call it, you understand? I have to go through massive paperwork, you know what I mean? And the electric's going to be like, brother saying, what the hell? So, you wasn't on point the first time? You know what I mean? The hell is wrong with you? You didn't know what you were talking about the first time we asked you? You asked you once.
He can't go to college and say, hey, I'm about to teach because no, you're not qualified.
And I put that anyway because I knew at some point that you would be at least inside at some point. Whether it's
I'm excited for an invite, really.
so that's why.
Mental breakdowns, the coming back together in peace, love, and divine understanding.
Okay, bet. I'll have the invite sent. But the only thing I'm doing research on, me and Brother Watson, is like which lodge within our order, because there's mad lodges within our order. Like Brother Watson's wife is Hey guys, if you're watching this right now, like and subscribe. I'm about to get up live and I'm gonna go back live. I gotta check the stats. Peace. See you guys.